On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Tulane Green Waves, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Ready to kick it off and get things started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Tulane's offense takes the field. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast? The heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Here's the handoff. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Now on first down for this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 72 yards, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brady. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
The give to the tailback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. Got his man on the right. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Air Force rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Falcon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete to the left. Can anyone catch him? Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top covering 79 yards. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Going to the running game. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Forced out of the pocket. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end.
The tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. The give on the inside. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Right back to the well. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll throw it on first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Chavez. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Lets it go. And they will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They'll try it over the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Brady. He's brought down solid. Pick up on a little bit short of the 1st down. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Complete downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this up.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up by 28 over Louisville. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. He's going to pass. He lets it fly. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah.
Oh, look out! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He looks that one in nicely. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On second down, looking again to throw. Getting some heat. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Memphis. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line...
Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On second down, he's looking downfield. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He'll just keep slinging it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that.
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Running behind that left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A little release to the back. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Takes the handoff. It's Brooks. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Memphis. What a catch and run for 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Comes out throwing on first down. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Gets open down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He leaves it with his back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brady. Makes the catch and knocked down. Memphis now operating in the red zone. Quick handoff. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to get the first through the air. He finds his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And it's third and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on fourth down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Buffalo. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. From the gun. Give on the inside. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form or get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Trying to barge in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quickly to the tight end.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Line gets set. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Memphis will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. And the returner will be knocked down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be
running toward the tape. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got some room to run. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Trying play action. Caught near the sideline, it's Jones. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the try is no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
He slings it deep to the left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Feeling some heat. He's right on target. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. On the ground, it's Brooks. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. His punt is blocked.
Man, that guy came flying in off the right-hand side. He was able to easily block that punt. I'll tell you what, when you get blocked punts like that in special teams, those are the plays that can completely change the course of a game.
Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. To the air on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, he missed it. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's primo.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? Well,